Here in the darkness, you're achingly still on my mind. While I'm wishing these hours and minutes would just pass me by. Slave to emotion and slave to all I desire. I'm eternally thinking about you night after night.
Tracy the Big D at home with Ben Ransom now. Ben, and I've got to say, I don't know any woman who's never owned a hibiscus sarong.
Oh, there you go. I know. How's that?
We're talking about the brand new single of Ben's, Night After Night. What a great sound it has. A completely different sound for Ben Ransom.
Thank you. Yeah, it totally left a field. It's funny, the rest of the album is completely not like that at all. That was a choice of the people that probably know a little bit better than me, suggested that would be a perfect fit for the first single to go from the album. I'm glad they did, because it is something a little bit different. It turned out beautifully, you know. It's supposed to transport you to some exotic location.
Well, you know, it does. The sound, everything, production is absolutely beautiful. So congratulations on that. But also it shows us a little bit of a cheeky side when we're watching the film clip.
It's even worse watching myself on TV than it is listening to myself on a bloody answering machine. I can't do it. I can't watch it. But that clip was very interesting. It was filmed at a place far less exotic than, you know, somewhere over in the Caribbean, Queanbeyan and New South Wales. Right up until 24 hours before the shoot, we hadn't really finalised anything. The venue was up in the air. We didn't have a dancer. Literally the day before, it all sort of came together. And I think Angelica, who's the beautiful Spanish dancer in that clip, who came from a flamenco club in Canberra, saved it all. So
it's funny.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm a lot older than you, Ben, but back in the late 60s and early 70s, our parents would sit around and listen to Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass, and that would transport them to Mexico, you know, and give them the exotic sound. But I think these days you hear the mariachi guitar and it just takes you to that Mexican or, you know, Spanish feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We were extremely lucky to have a guy that, like you mentioned before, Matt Fell did the production on that album. He did the whole album, and he did the production on that single. And we had a guy who's an Australian guy called Ben Butler, who's from Canberra originally, but now living in New York, do the Spanish guitar for this. And the track kind of lent itself perfectly towards that kind of Latino feel. But he's actually Sting's guitarist, and we still keep in contact now, and he's doing well over there in New York. But he was played with, you know, all the touring artists, the big touring acts that go through New York, Rod Stewart and Stevie Wonder and all those kind of people. It's incredible the calibre of artists or players that are on this recording, so I was very happy about that. I don't know where to go from here, because it's as good as it's going to get. So, if it tanks, it's all down to me.
Matt Fell's done a fantastic job because he's kept everything so clean, crisp and clear. It's a lovely song to listen to, a great track.
He's a champion. Actually, I was just with him this afternoon, and we started work on some brand new material, which I won't let the cat out of the bag about that yet, but I've been extremely busy over this current period. It's a crazy time that we're in, and I know you guys are feeling it as much as what we are, but I've been extremely lucky to have the album completely finished, and we've got the singles lined up ready to go, and the next one will be out extremely soon. And just yesterday, I was in a place in the middle of nowhere called Bingara in northern New South Wales, filming the film clip for the third single. So it's action-packed times at the moment.
The grass doesn't grow under the feet of Ben Ransom when he's on a mission.
That's right. I'm only dirty that I can't get up to Queensland, because I've got so much cool stuff going on. And a couple of festivals planned for later on in the year, and I'm really itching to find out what's going to happen with those, because I love playing live, you know, interacting with the crowd and stuff. And it's one thing to do stuff online, but there's nothing like the feel of actually being there in the moment with a crowd. And no one does it better than Queensland.
Queensland just lost the Gympie muster, but you know what? It's going to come back bigger and better. And as I've been saying all along, the people are realising just how much they're missing the live music. So I'm sure the crowds are going to be bigger and better. And, you know, a bigger and better crowd in Queensland is going to be phenomenal.
Absolutely. I think you're 100% right. Once everyone can sort of get together again and go and see these live concerts, and the big ones, you know, like the big events, the bands are going to be ready to explode, because they've got all this pent-up energy, and they need to get it out.
Party time coming up ahead. But in the meantime, get on to Ben Ransom. At the end of this, you'll see all the links to Ben's music, to his sites and all that sort of stuff. Follow him, say hello, have a look at his merch. You never know, you might find a couple of dollars to throw something his way, or even grab a hold of one of the singles. The latest single is Night After Night, and we do believe we have a new one coming out very soon. So stay tuned to Ben Ransom.
So until then, you still keep on crashing my dreams, while real life can just fall apart at the